Hi, church family. I hope you're having a great week. This is Pastor Linda. I'm coming at you from Botts Field on top of a bird's eye view of Culver City and West Los Angeles. And you can see the ocean from here sometimes on a clear day. And I just want to give you an encouragement this morning and ask you to look at the book of Habakkuk. I know that's a strange book to look at as we are still in Advent season, but I think that the book of Habakkuk gives us a great perspective on what it means to wait on the Lord, and that's what Advent is about. It's about waiting, awaiting the birth of Christ, awaiting God's coming. And as believers, we believe that Jesus will come again. And what does that look like in our lives as we await the coming of the Lord? So when we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate it with anticipation of joy and all sorts of good stuff. But we can get really distracted when we look at the things that are in front of us, the news of evil persisting, and that's what Habakkuk is doing. Habakkuk says all this evil is persisting and people are doing these things and the righteous are suffering, and God, how can you, a good God, allow this to happen? And in the book of Habakkuk, the Lord is faithful to remind Habakkuk that those who are righteous live by faith, that even though you see things going on, that's not what we focus on. We focus on the big picture of what the Lord is doing in the world, and we trust that God's redemption is working and going forward, and that his kingdom is coming. So as people who live between the now and the not yet, how do we live? Habakkuk tells us that his response to the Lord is this just faithful prayer and this comment of trust and joy in the midst of suffering. And we see in Habakkuk 3:17 that he says, though the fig tree does not blossom and no fruit is on the vines, though the produce of the olive fails and the fields yield no fruit, though the flock is cut off from the fold and there is no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will exalt the God of my salvation. The Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer and makes me tread upon the heights. What a beautiful testimony of a life lived in faith. Though this is going on, yet I will trust. Yet I will rejoice. Yet I will exult. So each of us could fill in that though with our own individual struggles. What is your though? What is that thing that is making you ponder the Lord's goodness and ponder your situation? Though, I encourage you to fill in that blank. Though this is going on in my life, Lord, yet I will rejoice in you. Yet I will exalt you. You are the God of my salvation. You are my strength, Lord, and you make my feet like the feet of a deer and allow me to tread upon the high places. So as we come upon Christmas, just a few days away, I encourage you to read the book of Habakkuk and read about what the prophet says and the Lord's response. The things of this world is not unique. It's been going on since the dawn of creation. And the Lord's response is always, trust in me. I am working. I am still doing a new thing, and I am still a God of redemption and a God of righteousness and power and justice. So I pray that as we go forward, that you will put your trust and your faith in the Lord. And we look forward to seeing you this Friday at Christmas Eve service, 5 p.m. And we hope that you will join us for our candlelight service. Have a blessed week. We'll see you then.